A lot of emotions that we feel and things we do are from the enemy. If you ever have any shame about anything or guilt about anything, things that you feel like that you have to sweep under the rug, or elephants that's in the room that no one speaks about, all of that stuff is from the enemy. And it started in the Garden of Eden, you know, when they hid themselves from God because they were naked and ashamed. That emotion is from the enemy. We should not be ashamed of anything. And what just baffles me is how we go through so much trouble, spend so much time hiding our secret sins from people so that they won't judge us. And the whole time, God is watching everything that we're doing. I mean, every last thing that we're doing. We can't hide anything from God because He is our creator. But we spend our time hiding things from the creations. And we're afraid of the judgment from people, and we're not afraid of the judgment from God. Do you see where I'm going with this? You know, nobody's perfect, but I promise you, a lot of the stuff that you condemn your own self and beat your own self about, God is not even tripping like that. He's not that type of God. When His Son died on the cross, you were really forgiven. We, people, are the only ones who think we hold the right to forgive or not to forgive. But Jesus died on the cross so that we won't be living under condemnation and being ashamed of our past, things that we did. The past is the past. The history is His story. That's not your story. Because you can start your story wherever you want to. You can stop it wherever you want to. You control that. God gave us all free will. And if you're using your free will to do things that bring shame to your own self, stuff that you beat your own self up about. You know, we all have had that thing. My thing was smoking those little clove cigars, the Dejarums. Anybody that knows me personally knew back then that I was a heavy smoker of those Dejarum cigars. And every time I lit one up to myself, I would say, "You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself." Why would I want to partake in something like that where my subconscious being is telling me you're killing yourself? I spent so much money on peppermints and sprays and all kind of stuff to get the smell off of me before I went into church. And if you don't know, when you're around people who are not smokers, they can smell it on you. And it's very offensive to be around people who are sensitive to that smell, to walk into a public place, any public place, not even just church, smelling like that. Especially as a lady, especially as an evangelist, especially as a Christian. And I held on to that thing for a long time, and I was ashamed about it. That was the one thing that the enemy was hanging over my head. But let me tell you something. Once I pulled up the cover of that rug where I had swept all that stuff under the rug, I pulled the cover back over the rug myself, and I got rid of it. Easter is the last day that I have ever smoked one of those Dejarm cigars. I didn't even throw the box away. The box sat on my dresser forever with the cigars still in there, because I was tired of condemning my own self. Why would I want to do anything where I'm conscious, my subconscious is saying you're killing yourself? Lupus didn't kill me, but I was going to die from lung cancer. What I'm telling you is this. If you have something that you are doing where you feel condemnation or shame, and you feel like God wouldn't be proud of it, if I were you, I would really evaluate that, and I would find a way to stop it. Because you're only killing yourself slowly. Because there's freedom in truth. Y'all wonder why I'm such a free spirit? Because I'm transparent. Some stuff I don't share because that's nobody's business. But if it has anything to do with ministry, if I feel like somebody gonna get set free from the things that I have experienced and the revelations that I get from God, I'm going to share it. God didn't make me so outgoing and so colorful and so just me to keep it to myself. So this is the first of many videos on my front porch, probably bald-headed, with my lisp and all. I'm very self-conscious about my lisp. I have a lisp, and my S words can get pretty essy. My mama sent me to a speech therapist and everything, and believe it or not, it used to be worse than this. I used to talk like Mike Tyson, so shout out to my mama for at least getting me some kind of help so I can do some form of public speaking. I'd like to thank you if you held on through this whole video and you watched the whole video and you took my words to heart. Stop sweeping stuff under the rug. Get rid of the elephant in the room. Everybody knows. Everybody can smell it. Everybody can feel it. Do yourself a favor and don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. God sees everything. Stop wasting your time trying to hide it from people and try to get rid of it, because your Father sees it.